The day Malik Carter first gripped a fencing foil, three truths collided. He had reflexes most would envy. The sport wasn't designed with kids like him in mind, and dreams that don't follow the script often breed dangerous resistance. At Ridgeview High, Malik drifted in shadows while other boys earned varsity jackets and shouts from the bleachers. But when the moon hung high over his cracked driveway, he transformed. Every precise move challenged decades of gatekeeping. When Garrett Winslow, son of a local fencing dynasty, saw Malik's name on the regional bracket, his mocking laugh echoed through the Westvale Country Club. One phone call from Garrett's father, Robert Winslow, aimed to ensure things stayed in their proper order. But they hadn't counted on coach Terrence Freeman, a forgotten champion with unfinished business, or Malik's quiet strength, sharpened by years of being overlooked. On the night of his first official match, Malik tightened the straps on a salvaged mask and gripped a foil repaired with layers of electrical tape, ready to show exactly what happened when people underestimated the kid from the wrong zip code. The final bell at Ridgeview scattered students across campus. Most made a beeline for football tryouts. Malik Carter walked alone, head down beneath the weight of a battered backpack. His name wasn't called. No one invited him over. At 15, he had become a master of invisibility. As he walked, Malik flipped open a creased notebook. Its pages held drawings of figures in combat stances, arms outstretched, legs in motion. To most, they looked like strange stick figures. But to Malik, they were warriors. One day, he murmured, closing the book as a senior glanced his way and kept walking. Holmes sat on a worn cul-de-sac. Weeds pushed through the sidewalk cracks and chain-link fences boxed in patchy yards. He passed peeling paint, sagging porches, and finally reached his house. Inside, the air was still, save for the low buzz of the refrigerator. Malik dropped his bag near the door and stepped to the fireplace mantel. Photos lined the shelf, most of them featured a man in marine dress blues. Staff Sergeant Tyrone Carter's eyes matched Malik's own. "Hey, Pop," Malik whispered, touching the frame. For years ago, a training accident had stilled that smile forever. The front door creaked. His mother, Dana Carter, entered wearing wrinkled scrubs, her exhaustion etched into every line on her face. "You're home early," she said, kicking off her shoes. "No club today?" Malik shrugged. "Wanted to knock out some homework." Dana offered a tired nod. Her eyes flicked to the photograph Malik had just touched, then away again. "Leftover chicken in the fridge. I'm back on night shift soon, so don't wait up." "Did Dad ever talk about fencing?" Malik asked, his voice hesitant. Dana paused mid-mail sorting. "Fencing? Like putting up posts?" Malik shook his head. "No, the sport. Swords and stuff." She frowned. "Your father was all about football. Boxing, maybe?" "Why?" "Just wondering," he said, turning away. Later, needing air, Malik wandered down the street. The neighborhood had fallen quiet. He spotted Mr. Freeman, the grumpy older man who lived at the alley corner, struggling with a sagging fence. Malik hesitated. "Need help, sir?" "Mr. Freeman glanced up. "Know how to hold a nail straight?" "Yes, sir." "Then stop standing there." For an hour, Malik held boards while Mr. Freeman hammered. Just as they finished, the toolbox toppled, sending a wrench sailing. Malik caught it midair without missing a beat. "Mr. Freeman raised a brow. "Fast hands. What's your name?" "Malik Carter." "Tyrone Carter's son." "Tyrone?" Everyone here knew him. "Good man." Straight as they come. The next day, Malik returned to help mend a garden gate. The chore turned into another and another. Within a week, he was reorganizing Mr. Freeman's garage. That's when he found the VHS tape. "Old competition footage, Mr. Freeman grunted when Malik asked. "Probably busted. Keep it if you want." That night, Malik hooked up the old VCR. Static turned to swordplay, the 1984 Olympics. Two figures in white danced across a narrow strip. Malik sat on the floor, captivated. The next day, when his gym teacher assigned a sports history presentation, Malik chose fencing. He poured himself into research, learning the difference between foil, épée, and saber. On presentation day, Malik held up a yardstick demonstrating a lunge. His classmates snickered. Garrett Winslow leaned back and smirked. "Fencing? You serious, Carter? Stick to sports you people actually play." "That's enough," the teacher cut in. but Malik had already shut down inside. After school, Malik crossed town to Westvale Prep. A flyer advertised a fencing demo open to the public. The gym was massive, immaculate. He slipped in unnoticed and sat high in the bleachers. On the floor below, students in pristine whites moved like ghosts. Afterward, he approached a silver-haired coach. "How can someone start learning fencing?" The man sized him up. "We offer classes, but they're selective and pricey. Maybe try basketball." Malik left, humiliated. Behind the gym, he noticed staff tossing out old gear. Once they were gone, he climbed into the dumpster and pulled out a damaged foil. At home, he cleaned it carefully, taping the handle. He began practicing footwork in the backyard using tutorials. One night, Dana caught him mid-lunge. "What in God's name are you doing?" "Fencing, Mom." "Where'd this even come from?" "Does it matter?" "It's something I love." She sighed. "Baby, this isn't for people like us." "Why not?" he asked quietly. 2 days later, Mr. Freeman saw Malik practicing. "Your form's awful," he barked. Then, without warning, he returned with a fencing mask and a leather-bound notebook. "Army team, 1970 to 75. We weren't Olympians, but we made 'em nervous." Inside were clippings, diagrams, notes. That afternoon, they began training. Malik's backyard became a makeshift strip. They practiced daily. Mr. Freeman drilled him relentlessly. One weekend, he introduced Malik to Kyle, a former student and recreational fencer. They sparred. Kyle won, but Malik scored twice. "You've got something," Kyle said afterward. "Raw but real." That night, Malik left his gear out. Dana found it. "You're tearing through shoes and skipping meals for this?" Before Malik could respond, Mr. Freeman knocked. Over dinner, he explained everything. Dana listened silently. "This what you want?" she asked. "More than anything." She nodded slowly. "No more secrets. We'll make it work." What Malik didn't know was that his friend Talia Nguyen had been filming his practice sessions and uploading them anonymously. One clip went viral. That's how the invite came. A message. An underground fencing meet. Saturday night. Downtown. Mr. Freeman drove them. Inside a dim warehouse, a makeshift arena buzzed with excitement. Malik faced his first real match. He lost narrowly, then won his second. His third opponent, a known local talent, pushed him to the edge. Malik adapted. He won. "They'll notice you now, Mr. Freeman said. "Are you ready?" Malik nodded. "Yeah." 2 days later, he got an email, Regional Youth Fencing Qualifier. Hosted at Westvale Prep. Entry, $200. Dana took a second shift. Mr. Freeman called in favors. Talia tweaked their scoring system to meet regulations. At check-in, Director Phillips sneered at Malik's worn shoes and DIY gear. Equipment passed inspection begrudgingly. Garrett Winslow smirked from across the room. Malik's first match was brutal. Every unorthodox move he tried got flagged. The score, 5-1. At lunch, he slumped alone until a voice interrupted. "Your stance was too forward." A girl, Olivia Takeda. "Regional junior champ. You're not bad. You're just playing their game by their rules." She walked off. But her words stuck. Malik reviewed footage with Mr. Freeman. They tweaked his style. His next match, he blended classic form with his instincts. He won. Other fencers started to take notice. Even Olivia watched from the sidelines. Then came the sabotage. Talia noticed statistical bias in scoring. At the same time, Dana was suspended at the hospital over alleged errors. Malik connected the dots. Robert Winslow was on the hospital board. That night, Malik confronted Charles Winslow. Recorded the threat. Talia traced a video smear campaign to Garrett's cousin. They exposed it. The fencing board dropped its investigation. Public outcry followed. In the wake of it all, Garrett challenged Malik to a public exhibition match. Malik accepted. On match day, Malik wore his old gear. Mr. Freeman, released from the hospital, arrived in a wheelchair. The gym buzzed. Media hovered. Round 1 went to Garrett. Biased calls piled up. Malik adjusted. Round 2? His. Round 3? Tied. The final point, Malik sidestepped Garrett's lunge, parried, and landed a clean strike. He won. The crowd erupted. Backstage, Malik knelt beside Mr. Freeman. "We did it. You did it, the old man said. And you made damn sure no one forgets. Weeks later, Malik was national champion. But the real win? He helped launch Open Guard, a program giving overlooked kids access to fencing. Olivia joined as a coach. Talia got her research funded. Dana became an advocate. And Malik? He returned to the alley where it all began. A boy held a wooden stick. Like this. Malik smiled. Perfect start. Because now, every kid who dreamed big had someone who had gone before them, foil in hand. Mask on, and barriers broken wide open.